Bonjour à tous et bienvenue pour ce nouveau webinaire organisé par votre PCN Transport pour Horizon Europe. Euh, Aujourd'hui, comme vous le savez peut-être, en fait, nous sommes dans une série de webinaires thématiques en fait, pour les appels à projets 2022 et aujourd'hui nous proposons un webinaire qui va se focaliser plus particulièrement sur la destination 5 et sur le transport maritime et fluvial. Notamment en ce qui concerne les appels à projets qui sont issus du partenariat coprogrammé Zero Emission Waterborne Transport. Nous avons eu il y a quelques jours un webinaire sur la thématique SICAM et nous continuerons en début d'année 2022 à organiser des webinaires thématiques, notamment normalement dès le mois de janvier sur la thématique de l'aviation. Aujourd'hui, nous avons le plaisir d'être accompagnés par la Commission européenne qui est représentée par Madame Agnieszka Zaplatka, Policy Officer à la DGRTD, qui nous fait la gentillesse de participer pour vous présenter alors non seulement les appels à projets 2022 qui sont issus du partenariat, mais aussi pour vous donner un aperçu, disons, des objectifs macroscopiques de cette thématique Waterborne. Donc comme vous l'avez peut-être constaté, le webinaire est en cours d'enregistrement. Cet enregistrement et les présentations qui vous sont faites aujourd'hui seront disponibles sur le site horizoneurope.gouv.fr dans quelques heures ou dans quelques jours. Vous ne devriez pas pouvoir activer vos micros ou vos caméras, mais au cas où, merci de bien vouloir ne pas tenter de le faire, de ne pas tenter de partager des documents. Si vous avez des questions, vous avez accès au chat, donc n'hésitez pas pendant la présentation qui vous sera faite pendant ce webinaire à poser toutes les questions que vous souhaitez, puisque c'est aussi l'occasion pour vous de poser directement vos questions à la Commission européenne sur ces appels à projets sur le transport maritime et fluvial. Alors, au cours de ce webinaire, nous allons commencer comme à l'accoutumée. Donc, Thilo commencera par vous refaire une introduction générale à Horizon Europe et au cluster 5. Donc, nous ferons cette partie en français. Et dans un deuxième temps, nous aurons une présentation, comme je le disais, du sujet Waterborne dans son ensemble et du partenariat Zero Emission Waterborne Transport. Et dans un deuxième temps, une présentation des appels à projets 2022 sur cette thématique du transport maritime et fluvial. Et nous devrions avoir un peu de temps normalement à la fin du webinaire pour prendre vos questions et tenter d'y répondre. Thilo, je te laisse la parole.
Oui, merci Jean-Marc. Et je précise donc que la présentation sur Waterborne sera en anglais tout à l'heure. Alors en effet, le programme Horizon Europe qui court de 2021-2027 a déjà démarré il y a 6 mois à peu près avec un kick-off officiel mi-mai de mémoire. Mais le programme il est assez complexe et ça mérite, on a décidé avec Jean-Marc de vous représenter un peu le schéma global de ce programme qui finance donc la recherche et développement en Europe. Très bien illustré d'ailleurs via ces schémas que vous voyez à l'écran avec des piliers, notamment les piliers 2 qui contiennent des clusters et qui contiennent donc les thématiques qui nous intéressent aujourd'hui. Ceci dit, vous voyez à gauche le pilier 1 ou à droite le pilier 3 qui contient également des thématiques qui peuvent vous intéresser pour la thématique waterborne, donc maritime fluviale, ou concernant le transport d'une manière générale, comme typiquement à gauche, plutôt les actions Marie Curie qui s'adressent plutôt aux chercheurs, ou alors à droite, plus pour l'industrie, on va dire, tout ce qui est dans les programmes technologiques de la Commission européenne. Vous voyez en haut à droite le budget total qui est associé à ce programme Horizon Europe, donc 95,5 milliards d'euros, ce qui commence important sur une durée de 6 ans. Avec à peu près 60%, les 53,5 milliards attribués au pilier 2, au milieu de la planche. Le cluster 5, qui est donc un sous-ensemble du pilier 2, s'est vu attribuer un budget d'environ 15,1 milliards d'euros. Cluster 5 qui englobe les thématiques du climat, des énergies, de l'énergie et de la mobilité et des transports. Il y a pas de ventilation officielle à l'échelle de ces clusters, mais grosso modo, la partie mobilité et transport s'est dû attribuer un budget de l'ordre de grandeur de 7 milliards d'euros. Alors, le cluster 5 lui-même se décline en 6 destinations que vous voyez à l'écran. Ce qui nous intéresse globalement des PCN Transport, c'est les destinations 5 et 6 à droite. La destination 5, c'est les différents modes de transport, plutôt les appels à projets orientés technologiques. Et la destination 6, c'est plutôt les services à la fois passagers, mais également le fret, la mobilité d'une manière générale. Le PCN Transport, donc Jean-Marc et moi-même, on couvre également en partie la destination 2 via les activités batteries, voire la destination 3 dans les énergies, via tout ce qui est biofuel, etc. aussi pour le transport. Donc là également, notre message, c'est ne focalisez-vous pas uniquement sur les destinations 5 et 6 en fonction de vos activités. Il peut y avoir également des appels à projets, notamment dans les destinations 2 et 3. Alors, les clusters 5 pour les appels à projets 2021 et 2022 est doté d'un budget de 3 millions d'euros. Pour la destination 5 pour 2022, 253 milliards. Et uniquement donc pour la thématique qui nous intéresse aujourd'hui, donc le Waterborne Transport, donc le transport fluvial et maritime, également des montants affichés à droite. Une deuxième planche qui vous donne une idée globale sur la distribution du budget au sein du cluster 5, avec à nouveau à gauche, dans les 6 colonnes, les 6 destinations. Donc on voit grosso modo que pour le transport, il y a à peu près 30% du budget prévu et également à peu près 32% des sujets qui vont être ouverts. Alors on est au mois de novembre, donc on a déjà passé 6 mois dans le programme Horizon Europe, avec notamment déjà un premier appel à projet qui était ouvert dès le mois de juin de cet été et avec une clôture mi-septembre de cette année. Pour l'instant, il n'y a pas le retour, il n'y a pas les résultats, mais nous avons une petite idée sur le nombre de projets qui ont été soumis par rapport au nombre de projets que la Commission européenne compte financer. Donc, vous voyez les ratios, 32 projets reçus pour 13 projets au total qui seront financés. Donc, grosso modo, un facteur 3, pas tout à fait, de demande qui est trop élevé. Donc, on peut s'attendre à un taux de succès à peu près 1 sur 3. Avec une grande disparité entre les différentes thématiques, notamment la thématique sur indice qui a vu 12 dossiers avec uniquement 4 projets qui seront financés. Avec cette petite introduction, je ne sais pas, Jean-Marc, s'il y a des questions spécifiques, sinon je propose qu'on enchaîne directement avec la présentation d'Agnieszka Zaplatka.
Pas de questions pour l'instant.
Okay, Agnieszka, I think we switch back to English. The floor is yours. I will quit the full screen and we'll let you share your screen, please.
Yes. Bonjour. Good morning, everyone. Unfortunately, my French is not good enough to speak and to present in French. Therefore, I'm really sorry, but we have to switch to English. But that's less suffering for you. Yes.
Agnieszka, sorry, we can see 2 slides.
Yes, exactly. Okay, just a second. I'll do that again. Yeah, my mistake. This should work, I think. Yes, I think that this is correct right now. My name is Agnieszka Zaplatka, and I'm a policy officer working in the DG Research and Innovation. And today I'm going to present you a little bit the context of the work program for 2022, as well as the program itself, the topics. So first of all, the ambition around the globe is really high. The ambition to limit greenhouse gas emissions mainly. So you are most probably familiar with the Paris Agreement, with the IMO greenhouse gas reduction strategy, but also the European strategic documents like the European Green Deal, like the Sustainable and Smart Mobility Strategy. They are all referring to the importance of limiting emissions from all the sectors, and also to importance of research and innovation in this process to getting to zero emissions. So within this this picture, the research and innovation, it has an important place amongst the various legislative and non-legislative measures. Support instruments like the Innovation Fund, CEF, but also revision of the directives on, for example, including maritime transport in the European ETS. Energy taxation directive, which is envisaging completely scrapping the taxation for exemption for taxation for marine fuels. Alternative fuels infrastructure regulation, which is going to replace the alternative fuels infrastructure directive, and which is going to impose mandatory charging of fuels, of electricity. Also, Fuel EU Maritime, which is an initiative which encourages use of these sustainable zero carbon fuels. But still, there are some gaps in our knowledge, technological gaps. And here, the Horizon Europe and the Zero Emission Waterborne Transport Partnership will play an important role. What are the ambitions, the basic principles of the waterborne transport research within Horizon Europe? So, first of all, the Zero Emission Waterborne Transport Partnership topics must be in line with the strategic research and innovation agenda adopted for this partnership. Collaborative research topics, which are going somewhat beyond the this greening objective, they also must reflect Commission policy priorities. Perspective of we have to have in mind the real achievements of the ambition, the goal of achieving this climate neutrality by 2030 in line with EU policy framework. Marketability of the solutions developed will be very important. There is a very strong pressure on research and innovation to be a game changer, to contribute to all these standards and regulations, to change the societal how the society sees the waterborne transport. Also, the Horizon Europe work program it's a continuation of the previous research of FP7 of Horizon 2020. So this continuation must be taken into account in order to maximize the impact. You will see that in some of the topics there is even a highlight to or a link to previous topics and projects. Also, the partnership and the research doesn't work in a void. So there is synergies with other partnerships, other instruments, like, for example, missions, are very important. So this cooperation and continuous dialogue is crucial. So the Zero Emission Waterborne Transport Partnership is a new partnership. It's the first partnership for waterborne, for maritime and inland navigation in history of European research. The main objective is to develop and demonstrate zero-emission solutions for all main ship types and services by 2030, which will enable zero-emission waterborne transport by 2050. You know, the ships, they operate, they are on the market for 30, some even 50 years. Therefore, we have to act now. The scope of this partnership covers elimination of greenhouse gas emissions, cutting pollution to air from ships, and elimination of pollution to water. But as you can see, the greenhouse gas is amongst it has the highest priority in this partnership. The partnership functions around the strategic research and innovation agenda developed jointly by the private and public side. And the strategic research and innovation agenda covers all these areas presented here on the screen. So the use of sustainable alternative fuels, electrification, energy efficiency, design and retrofitting, digital green, and port and infrastructure related to this greening of shipping. The partnership is based on a memorandum of understanding. It's an agreement between the Commission and the private side, represented here by the Waterborne technology platform. From the Commission, DG Research and Innovation, DG Move and DG Klima are involved in this partnership. The total budget of the partnership within Horizon Europe is 330 million euro from the public funds, and the private partners committed 3.3 billion. This commitment is in the private research and various other activities aligned with the objectives of this partnership. Currently, in Waterborne technology platform, it represents over 100 members from the industry, research and organizations, and various associations. For Destination 5 in Cluster 5 for Waterborne, the main challenges, the expected impacts will be the same throughout the work program. And those will be to accelerate deployment of climate neutral fuels, also electrification, increase energy efficiency and use of renewable energies. It will also focus on enabling innovative port infrastructure, clean climate neutral inland waterway vessels. This is also amongst the priorities. It will focus also on achieving climate neutrality and elimination of harmful pollution to air and water. So the same as the partnership. But going a bit beyond the partnership, this priority on Waterborne will also address smart, efficient, secure, automated and connected waterborne transport, as well as supporting competitiveness of European shipping, also shipbuilding within global markets. So going now to the work program 2022, you could see that in 2021 we had 8 topics, and all of them were covered by the partnership. In the work program 2022, we'll have 6 topics, and only 4 of them will be within the Waterborne partnership. The 2 other are from the collaborative research. The call for 2022 opens on the 2nd of December, so very soon, and the deadline for applications is 26th of April next year. So now I'll go to specific topics. The first topic within Work Program 2022 is exploiting electrical energy storage systems and better optimizing large battery electric power within fully battery electric and hybrid ships. It's a topic which is within the scope of the partnership. Envisaged budget is 16 million. Within this, we are expecting 2 projects. It's an innovation action with a quite high TRL technology readiness level of 7. So here we, you know that the latest industrial outcomes in large marine batteries are already addressing the safe and long life solutions. On the other hand, at ship level, the development of systems which ensure in full integration of batteries in ships, it is very highly complex network, and it is crucial to ensure that this integration will ensure optimal use of electrical energy stored. This can be done alone or in combination with other zero-emission ship power sources, like, for example, fuel cells. Here we are aiming at high TRL, as I said, so we are aiming at demonstration or at least testing in relevant environment. We are looking for large battery systems and integration of these large battery systems on number of ship types. This can be different ship types. It will be also important to focus on these projects on maximization and optimization of operational flexibility of different ships. And this can be one of these 2 types of ships, so either hybrid arrangements for local zero-emission pollution or full electric arrangement, and then this can be for longer routes. The second topic is innovative energy storage systems on board vessels. This is also a topic within the framework of the partnership with the budget of 15 million. And we are expecting 3 projects, 5 million per each. It's a research and innovation action. Therefore, the TRL is lower. It's TRL 5. And this is a topic that goes beyond the batteries. So we are, the challenge is that other non-battery energy storage systems exist, and they also may be valuable for waterborne applications in the future. And they have not been fully investigated yet. There are, for example, types of these alternative energy storage systems. For example, this super or ultra capacitors, super conductivity, flow batteries, etc. These are low TRL solutions for waterborne transport. Therefore, this project should focus on preliminary integration. safety studies, potential combination with other technologies, and it will be interesting to see how the cost competitiveness of the innovative solutions, how they look like comparing to batteries. The third topic is about exploiting renewable energy for shipping, in particular focusing on potential of wind energy. It's a topic of 18 million with two large projects of 9 million each. It's a research and innovation action, TRL5. You know, the use of onboard renewable energies, in particular wind, has a potential to substantially reduce the ship energy demands and reduce fuel consumption. There are some renewable energy systems, they have already been trialed and at comparatively small scale. But what we are looking here in this topic is looking at large scale, long distance. And we are looking at efficiency gains of 50% of power generation or 25% of propulsion. These percentage reductions are percentage gains, efficiency gains, are comparing to the current state of play. The projects will focus on mainly wind, but also other renewable energies like solar electric systems should be considered for different ship types. The fourth topic is about transformation of the existing fleets towards greener operations through retrofitting. It's the last topic under the partnership, with 25 million euro planned for these topics, in which we are planning to have, envisaging to have 5 projects. It's a high TRL, so it's an innovation action. And the focus will be on retrofitting solutions for both seagoing and or inland navigation vessels in operation. You know that progress towards climate neutrality of waterborne transport can be achieved more quickly when we are addressing also the existing ships. Not only the new ones. Therefore, here we are. Here we are looking at for retrofitting solutions to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, but not only. Also looking at emissions to air and to water. We don't want to have any secondary emissions from these new technologies being installed on ships. Here the example could be scrubbers, which, okay, they are cleaning air emissions, but without using additional filtering equipment, they are generating some water pollution. That's for example. So we are looking at establishing a catalog of suitable solutions for a wide variety of ship types and operation scenarios. We are also looking at design changes in ship design to retrofit the existing ships. The fifth topic is seamless, safe logistics through an autonomous waterborne freight feeder loop service. It's a collaborative research topic, so not under the partnership. So it can go a bit beyond the greening objective, the zero emission objective. The budget is 15 million euro. Here we are planning to have one project. It's a research and innovation action. And it is focused on the digitalization and automation, which are, as you know, disrupting business models right now, and the operation of the waterborne sectors. The main challenges for these topics are both technical and regulatory. So the automated maritime or inland waterway feeder services can be seen as most promising applications where the feasibility and commercialization of automated shipping can be proven. So here we would like to address safety, regulatory and legal rules needed to deploy such services. And we would like to also address the telemetry infrastructure, infrastructure monitoring and security needed for controlling the systems from both the water side and the shore side. And the last topic is computational tools for shipbuilding. It's a topic with indicative budget of 7 million. Here we are planning to have one project. It's an innovation action, high TRL, so going towards demonstration. Here, the advanced computational systems are essential to Europe's competitive advantage in the construction, maintenance, conversion, repair of the world's most complex and high advanced, high added value ships. In particular, systems which are able to integrate a wide range of emerging innovative technologies, such as alternative power systems, for example, fuels, renewables, electrification, hybrid ships. Here we are looking at developing these computational tools for shipbuilding for mainly these types of ships. The developed solutions should benefit the wider European shipbuilding sector and also address necessary skills development to enable full exploitation of advanced computational tools. New concepts for a reliable and cost-efficient rollout of advanced platforms and tools is expected to be developed and demonstrated. So those were the 6 topics that are planned in Work Programme 2022. Here the last slide with a few dates, perhaps useful dates today. For example, we have Cluster 5 Work Programme Committee on orientations for already Work Programme 23 and 24. On 3rd of December, we are planning a Cluster 5 Work Programme Committee meeting where the orientations will be also presented. On 9th of December, the partnership is meeting for the partnership board meeting. The Commission is planning an info day for Work Programme 2022 on the 3rd of February, so that will be an official info day organized by the Commission. And also on the 7th of February next year, we are planning a big workshop on waterborne transport, summarizing the Horizon 2020 projects and developments, and also looking at the links between what has been already done and what needs to be done in the future. Here you can also find the contact details to either Waterborne Technology Platform or colleagues at the Commission involved in the partnership and in programming of Horizon Europe for waterborne transport. and also some useful links like to information on the partnership, the strategic research and innovation agenda, and to the Waterborne technology platform itself. Thank you. That's it for me. I will be very happy to answer your questions.
Thank you. Agnieszka. Jean-Marc, you want to read the questions or you want me to do it?
No, I can read the first one at least. So Agnieszka, the first question is related to the first topic. And the question is, do you consider that ships for freight and ships for passengers transport are eligible, or only one of them?
Just a second. I think it will be both, but just allow me to look at the topic description in detail. It's okay. So it's topic 4. So the topic on resistance, right?
The first one, the first topic.
The first one. Okay. Yes. Sorry, I was looking at the chat.
Yes, the last question is for the fourth topic, but the first question is for the first one.
Okay. Yes. Okay, so we are looking at proven solutions for various types of ships, ferries, short sea shipping. So I think this may be ferries are passenger, short sea shipping are mainly freight, but also passenger. So it is rather focused on contributing to limiting emissions to transport climate neutrality rather than a ship type. Yeah, hope it clarifies.
Okay, we'll see. Let's wait for feedback perhaps on the chat. We can move to the second one. We already have a feedback. Okay, but this is pretty much the same. So it's okay for the first question, and the second question and the third one are related to the fourth topic. So it is mentioned in the official text, in the official topic description, that sea-going and inland navigation are considered.
Yes.
And it seems that on your slide it was written that not only and, but and or.
Yes, because if you go scroll down a little bit further, you will see that within the scope it is written for inland navigation and or maritime shipping. So it doesn't have to be specifically one or both. You know that under this topic we are expecting, if I remember correctly, 2 projects at least. So one project can be focused on maritime only, and another one only on maritime, or it can be on both, or it can be looking at inland with a possibility, with an outlook of having scaling up this technology in the future to maritime ships. So yeah, it is never, you know, it has to be together. Yeah, and here the impact is, again, the expected outcome is the most important thing. So it's a high TRL, and again, achievement of climate neutrality is the most important, and it will be evaluated. Impact is one of the evaluation criteria for each of these topics. So this should be a guiding rule. Look at the expected outcomes first.
And the second aspect for the same topic is still related to the application. Do you consider that both freight and passenger boats are eligible for this fourth topic?
Yeah, I would say it's exactly the same as in the first topic. So it can be different either seagoing or inland or freight or passenger ships. It's a broad topic on retrofitting. So retrofitting on types of ships that have the largest impact on environment. This will be evaluated with the highest score, I guess.
Okay, thank you. You can see another question in the chat. Okay, so I guess you can read that, but one of the participants is highlighting the fact that there is no fundamental research on inland navigation that is, let's say, funded in the 6 topics that you introduced. I'm reading the question at the same time, so it seems there is a gap in the European scientific policy. So do you have any suggestion how to fund these low TRL activities on Waterborne topic?
You know, we have a vision to dedicate the funds from Horizon Europe, at least in Cluster 5, on this high TRL, rather going towards demonstration to prove that we can achieve the highest possible emissions reductions by 2030. Therefore, indeed, here we are focusing on high TRL and rather big projects. But there is still a lot of opportunities to participate in other parts of Horizon Europe, like the Innovation Council, the Pathfinder. These are instruments which are supporting these lower TRL and SMEs, small medium enterprises. So I would suggest looking at that other parts of Horizon Europe, and it is also organized in a bit different way. So you can come up with your proposals, your needs, and those will be evaluated against the criteria applicable there. But indeed, the Horizon Europe Cluster 5 is not a good place for that. Yeah.
So more on the EIC side.
Yes, more on
that would
the
be your suggestion. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we have a question. Is one of these calls appropriate to fund onshore power supply? So with the acronym OPS, called ironing. So I do not know if it is something that you know for the maritime port and not only for the ship owner. So do you consider this topic in the Waterborne area?
Yeah, it is definitely included in the strategic research and innovation agenda for the partnership. So it's within the scope of the partnership. I believe we had some topics related to charging of electric vessels within the work program 2021. But indeed, in 2022, we are not envisaging any topic on charging, yeah, on OPS.
Thank you. Yes, and Thilo is reminding me one of the questions we received beforehand. I think there is only one topic that is clearly dedicated to wind propulsion. But do you see any other funding opportunities in cluster 5 or perhaps also somewhere else?
So here we have indeed only the third topic, which is focusing on, in particular, on potential of wind energy. But for example, the topic number 4 on retrofitting, it is not excluding renewable energies, including wind energy propulsion. Yeah. So for existing ships, it also can be considered an option, provided that it will have a significant, provide some significant reductions.
Okay, thank you. There is no other question for the moment in the chat.
Yeah, if necessary, if there will be any other questions, there will be a possibility to participate also in the official info day organized by the Commission. And there is always a possibility to send a question to us. We can reply in writing.
Is the date of the info day confirmed yet or not yet?
It is not officially announced, but I think it is quite a confirmed date, the 3rd of February. Yeah. So, but it can be 100% confirmed only after the invitations are sent.
And this will be an info day dealing with all cluster 5 topics and destinations.
Yes, that will be on cluster 5.
Okay.
Yes.
So an info day plus a brokerage event, or is it only an info day? Do you know?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
No. I'm not sure about that. I know that the private side, so the Waterborne TP is organizing from time to time their brokerage events, but as far as I understand, this is mainly for members of the partnership. So if you are a member, you're welcome.
So meanwhile, we got another question in the chat. Once again, for the 4th topic, can our project focus exclusively on wind propulsion?
The 4th topic is on retrofitting. So if you think that by exclusively using wind propulsion, you can achieve at least 35% of greenhouse gas emission reduction comparing to original design, then I guess yes. But as far as I'm aware, it can be something around 10% by wind only. Therefore, I do not expect. But you know, it's innovation, it's research, so you can come up with some brilliant ideas, and perhaps wind will be enough.
We have another question.
And that
Sorry.
will be convincing enough to convince the evaluators that it is a promising technology. Yeah, sorry.
Thank you. We have a question regarding I think the opening date and the closing date for these 6 topics. So the topics will be open, if I'm not wrong, at the end of the week,
From
on Thursday.
Exactly, the 2nd of December. Yeah. And
the closing date is in April, I think.
Yes. It's, if I'm not mistaken, the 26th of April. I'm just checking on in the work program. Yes, exactly, 26th of April 2022.
Okay, thank you. And the second part of the question is related to the evaluation criteria. So you mentioned impact, I think. Could you remind the 3 evaluation criteria that you are using at the EC to evaluate the proposals?
I'm not involved in
Okay, so
evaluation process, but if I remember correctly, that was impact, maturity,
there is the excellence,
excellence. Yes.
impact, and the quality and the efficiency of the implementation.
Yes.
So
Yes.
these are the three criteria that will be used to evaluate your proposals. So we can forward more information after the webinar to fully answer this question. And you can find more information on our specific website and also on the funding and tenders portal.
Yes, yeah, and on CINEA website, I guess, the agency that is evaluating the proposals.
Yes, we have another question. Are there any connections between Horizon Europe goals and the Innovation Fund?
Yes and no. Yes, there are connections because Horizon Europe ends where the Innovation Fund starts. So Innovation Fund is an instrument for supporting deployment of these new technologies. There are links between both because we are exchanging with colleagues from DG Klima, responsible for programming of the Innovation Fund. And technologies which are coming from the Horizon 2020, Horizon Europe calls, which were developed within these programs, they will have kind of preferential treatment, priority kind of when in the evaluation process. This will be taken into account at least in the evaluation process for Innovation Funds.
Okay, thank you. Thilo, any question on your side?
No, thanks. Everything has been addressed. We have received a few questions upfront, but as I said, but you provided all of the answers, so thank you very much.
Thank
So
you.
it's your last chance for a question in the chat. No more question. Perhaps meanwhile, Thilo, we can share the last slide.
Yes, please. Hold on.
On your side.
Donc, il n'y a pas d'autres questions, Jean-Marc, tu confirmes?
Non, pas d'autres questions.
Notre toute dernière planche avec quelques dates. Donc, on organisera un webinaire, enfin, on co-organise et on sera invité par le pôle de compétitivité Aztec sur l'aviation. Donc, ce n'est pas vraiment la thématique d'aujourd'hui. Le 7 décembre. Et en janvier, on a prévu de faire un webinaire un peu similaire à celui d'aujourd'hui sur la thématique de l'aviation, avec aucune date pour l'instant fixée. Après, un petit rappel des sites officiels Horizon Europe du côté français, donc pas les messeries. Également, ce qui est important, parce que souvent les questions, 1 sur 2 ou presque, concernent des aspects de nature juridique ou financière. Donc, il y a un site également dédié à ce type de questions par le PCN Jurfin. Et l'adresse générique du PCN Transport, donc Jean-Marc, moi-même et 2 autres collègues qui vous répondront dans la mesure du possible dans les 24 heures suite à votre question. Ce qui permet également de faire votre demande pour s'inscrire à notre liste de diffusion PCN Transport, qu'on utilise aussi très fréquemment pour vous informer de nos activités, même si on a l'intention de réduire le nombre de mails et de passer davantage sur le mini-site du PCN Transport, donc sur le site du Messerie. Je ne sais pas s'il y a d'autres aspects que tu veux rajouter, Jean-Marc?
Non, c'est très bien. Juste Une info à répéter, donc la présentation, les présentations et l'enregistrement de ce webinaire seront mis en ligne sur le site horizoneurope.gouv.fr et vous recevrez tous, enfin l'ensemble des inscrits, une notification en fait pour vous dire où trouver ces documents dès que ce sera fait. Plus d'autres questions dans le chat?
Non.
Thank you Agnieszka for replying online.
Welcome.
Bon, bah écoutez, avec 2 minutes d'avance, on peut mettre fin à ce webinaire. Thank you very much Agnieszka for participating today.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you for your time et merci beaucoup. Bon appétit à tout le monde.
Bon appétit.
Merci à tous. Bonne journée. Au revoir.
Bonne journée.